Welcome to The Newsworthy. All the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for pressing play. Today, what you need to know about North Korea, the California wildfires, and Colin Kaepernick. Plus, we're talking Hollywood, from the weekend's movies to the latest harassment claims. That and much more, all in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Monday, October 16th. You ready? Let's do this. North Korea doesn't like what's about to happen this week. The U.S. and South Korea will do a joint military exercise. It'll be a 5-day drill off the Korean peninsula. And North Korea's leaders have made it clear they aren't happy. CNN reports North Korea calls it a rehearsal for a U.S.-led invasion. But the U.S. says, no, it's just making sure we're ready to defend ourselves if need be. In the past, these types of drills have led to more missile tests from North Korea. The U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson told CNN yesterday efforts to keep things calm, quote, will continue until the first bomb drops. It's been a week now since the first wildfires hit wine country in Northern California. Firefighters said yesterday the winds were finally calming down, and they hope to make a lot of progress this week to contain all those fires. But over the weekend, the winds weren't helping, and there were even more evacuations. The AP reports about 100,000 people are now under evacuation orders. As you can imagine, many are anxious to get back, to see if their home was damaged, and if not, to sleep in their own beds. At least some are expected to be allowed back in by tomorrow. At least 5,700 homes have been destroyed at this point. The LA Times says the death toll is also up again. It's now at 40. But people there want to help, including the Oakland Raiders. The team plans to donate $1 million. Apparently, the Raiders train every year in Napa. The team's owner says that area has been like a summer home to them for more than 40 years, so now they want to give back. An oil rig in Louisiana exploded last night. CBS News reports at least 7 people are hurt, and that number could go up. No word at this point on the cause. Colin Kaepernick has had enough of the jobless thing. He filed a grievance against the NFL. It's basically a legal move that claims the union contract was broken. The lawsuit claims that all the NFL team owners got together and chose not to sign him because of his protesting, that they colluded not to sign him. Remember, Kaepernick was the first NFL player last season to start kneeling during the national anthem. And over the last year, it's been quite controversial and has gotten a lot of media attention. Kaepernick was a quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, but this season, he's been out of a job. He's a free agent, and no team has brought him on board since all that controversy. ESPN says the players' union is supporting him, but isn't directly involved in the legal action. The NFL commissioner has at least said in the past that he doesn't think the protests have anything to do with it. All right, a quick look around the world now. It's being called the deadliest attack in Somalia ever. The AP reports at least 276 people are dead and at least a few hundred hurt. A bomb went off in the capital of Somalia. It was apparently in a truck and exploded near a hotel on a busy street. The government there blames Al-Shabaab, a terrorist group tied to Al-Qaeda. Well, things have gotten more tense in Iraq. Remember how the Kurdish region in northern Iraq said, we want to break up with Baghdad, and they voted for independence last month. The Iraqi government wasn't feeling it. Well, now it's coming to a head. Al Jazeera reports Iraqi forces have begun an assault on a Kurdish city wanting to claim territory there. At this point, there's been some different reports about what's actually happening, so more details will likely come out today. The U.S. is urging both sides to focus on fighting terrorist groups like ISIS, not each other. Another day, another record-setting hurricane. This time, it was Hurricane Ophelia. The Washington Post says it became a Category 3 farther east than any other storm on record. It's since gone back down to a tropical storm, but Ireland is getting ready for a direct hit. Ireland and the northern UK is expected to get damaging winds and heavy rain today. The Irish Times says it could be the strongest storm to hit Ireland in 50 years. Even all schools and colleges nationwide are closed today. Other things people may be talking about today: healthcare. Lawmakers will be dealing with 2 big changes President Trump made last week that affect Obamacare. Remember, we talked about this on Friday. The most recent, with the most immediate impact, is that the government will stop paying subsidies to health insurers. Those subsidies typically help lower-income people pay out-of-pocket expenses like copays. The White House said the payments just aren't lawful. So lawmakers will be talking about this today and this week and deciding what to do now. The Wall Street Journal reports President Trump will also be meeting with a top Republican to talk budget and tax issues, and healthcare will likely be on that list. A late-night TV host is saying sorry. James Corden is the host of The Late Late Show on CBS, and he made some jokes about the Harvey Weinstein situation at an LA charity event over the weekend. And some of Weinstein's accusers weren't happy. Weinstein is the Hollywood mogul turned accused sexual harasser. Dozens of women say he's harassed or assaulted them. Some even say he raped them. Two of his accusers, including actress Rose McGowan, made it clear on Twitter they did not think James Corden's jokes were funny. James Corden says he meant to shame Weinstein, not the victims, and he apologized. Also, speaking of Harvey Weinstein, he was kicked out of another thing. This time, it's the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences. You know, the Academy celebrities always thank when they win an Oscar. Well, the board called an emergency meeting and voted to expel Weinstein. The Hollywood Reporter says it's only the second time in history that's ever happened. Oh, and another thing. Police in Great Britain say they're now investigating new sexual assault allegations against Weinstein. Let's talk movies. USA Today says the movie Happy Death Day came in first at the box office over the weekend. It's a Groundhog Day-like horror movie, rated PG-13. Blade Runner 2049, on the other hand, didn't do as well for the second weekend in a row, at least not in the US. And it has big names like Harrison Ford and Ryan Gosling. Wired questioned if it was the length that kept people away. The movie is 2 hours and 45 minutes. And that's it. You were all caught up from the weekend. If you want to know more about any of the stories I talked about today, I list them all on thenewsworthy.com. Just go to the site, click show notes at the top, and find today's episode. You'll see all the links right there. If you want to support the show, if you get value out of it, please do share it with your friends and family. Share it on social media. Let everyone know you love it. I so appreciate you spreading the word so it can continue to grow. And that's it for now. We'll be back with more news tomorrow. Until then, have a great Monday.